What's up guys, welcome to today's video. My name is Cindy, CEO of the Beauty Boss Co, where we talk about all things beauty, business, babies, and body sculpting. I've been meeting a lot of new faces lately, and a lot of you guys have been asking me what got me into body sculpting. And I feel like I never give a clear answer because there are just so many different factors that got me where I am today. So here I am running it back from the beginning. I graduated college in December of 2019 with a health science degree, and then the pandemic happened in March of 2020. So I was big chilling after graduation, and life was great in a way. And the reason why I say that is because, yeah, I was big chilling because the whole world was chilling, but inside I feel like I was never able to sit still. My mind was never at ease. I was always stressing about what I was gonna do with my life. Luckily for me, around that time, my sisters came up with a random ass idea to start a candy business. I know Drip and Dip. I always talk about Drip and Dip because I feel like that was just my first business baby. And yes, even though my sisters came up with the idea, I don't think it would have became a business if I hadn't stepped in. I'm not trying to take the credit for it, but they had no computer skills, no organization. My sister was writing every single customer's order by hand. Keep in mind, I had no idea what I was doing either. I just feel like I had motivation to figure it out. The photography, the editing, social media, utilizing marketing to attract people is how we were able to scale so quickly at the time. And that was really cool because it showed me how dope the community really is. The power of word of mouth, making connections, building long-term relationships. But ultimately, when it came down to that business, at the end of the day, it was a family business. All the money was going to our parents in the beginning, so we weren't even getting much out of it. It was also a partnership, which was very different for me and my sister at the time. She already had a full-time job, stability, planning her wedding. But for me, I felt like I was doing all of this work for what? This wasn't enough to sustain long-term. So that's when I temporarily started working 9 to 5 at a tax company while still building Drip and Dip in between. But I was still lost. No idea where I was going in life. I had no purpose, no direction, no motivation, and that tied into my mental health and how I showed up for myself, which I didn't. So that played into my weight, my self-confidence, and those were just some of the factors that brought me into body sculpting as a client first. I personally never heard of the service before, so I decided to try it out, and I honestly loved the results. I always believed in the service, but did I ever think I was going to start my own business in it? Not at the time. So around that same time, I'm sure the algorithm got me or something, but I ran into someone on Instagram who eventually became my first business mentor. Shout out to Jackie, Brow Baddie. She was on IG teaching other women how to start and scale their businesses. She also taught body sculpting too, so I ended up investing in one of her business courses, Hustle and Motivate. I originally bought hoping to learn how to scale Drip and Dip. My body sculpting girl was also saying that she was going to start teaching body sculpting too. And I just couldn't help but think that this was a sign. I'm a sign ass girl, so I remember this being one of the first times ever telling myself to just trust my instincts and make this decision for myself. And I didn't even realize it at the time, but all of the pieces were coming together exactly the way they were meant to be. So first, I bought Jackie's online body sculpting course so I can just start learning what body sculpting even was before investing in the machines. And the course alone taught me so much. She really went in on the science behind the procedure, and with her medical background, I definitely appreciated that. But here is the gag. When the time came around and I thought I was finally ready to start the business, I reached out to my local body sculpting girl to start the whole process, and she ended up telling me that she was about to go on maternity leave in a month, and it takes about 3 weeks for the machines to come in. So I ultimately had a week to decide whether or not I really wanted to do this. And looking back, I feel like that was the best thing that could have happened because I'm the type of person who takes forever to make a decision, and I don't think I would have moved so fast if she hadn't given me no choice practically. So yeah, I didn't have much time to go back and forth. Once I made the decision, I just had to commit, and once I started, I never stopped. I studied and I practiced my ass off until I became the professional that I am today. And to this day, I'm still learning because you should never stop learning as a professional. So yeah, that is my story of what got me into body sculpting, and it's kind of just fun thinking back to the beginning because I just feel like she was a completely different person than who she is today, especially after having a baby. But that's a whole different story and video. So if you're interested in learning learning more about that, let me know. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and follow me on Instagram at the Beauty Boss Co. and the Beauty Boss Co. Academy, or on TikTok at the Beauty Boss Co. Life. Sending love and light and an abundance to all of you guys and your businesses, and I hope you guys have a good night.